Alright, we're gonna go with a chronologist today. So, with this guy, you tap and then the player whose turn it is may end the turn. Now, this can be pretty complicated, so let me read out the rules here. You exile all spells and abilities from the stack. The player whose turn it is discards down to their maximum hand size. Damage wears off, and this turn and until the end of turn effects end. So basically, I'm thinking about going in an end of turn, steal, threaten type strategy, as well as a kind of like Grixis control, and add those spells where the downside happens at the end of turn, because we're looking at kind of buying past that part. So let's check it out.
I kind of combo with the commander's ability to end the turn. You'll see a lot of effects in here that kind of the good part of the effect is up front, with the downside kind of coming at the end of the turn. And how we're going to get around that is we're going to end the turn before those bad things can resolve. So if we go into the deck, you'll see artifacts here. You'll have your just basic Grixis package, as well as the sundial is kind of just another version of your commander. Mimic Vat has a cool interaction where, like, this is a good example of something like the downside is it gets exiled at the beginning of the next end step, but when that trigger goes onto the stack, you can end the turn before that happening by putting your commander's ability onto the stack. It clears all the other abilities that are on the stack, and then you get to keep that token. If we go to the sorceries, you'll see there's a lot of like threaten effects, like you gain control of it until the end of turn style things. All those are the same kind of result, where you end up just keeping them and holding on to them for the rest of the time that they're on the board. You have your regular black, blue, red land base here. Instance, we got just your like typical instant interaction. You want to have a lot of interaction in this deck because it's kind of glass cannon-y. If you set all these benefits and downsides up, and then you go to end the turn and your opponents mess that up in some way, you can if you take Glorious End, for instance, you can just lose the game. So you really want to have enough interaction to make sure all your plans that you're working on actually happen. Enchantments, you have some more just kind of threaten effects, as well as and things that go away at the end of turn. They won't go away because we'll be able to skip that. Creatures, the Unearth mechanic and the Dash mechanic were both things that I wanted to focus on. The Encore, also Persist, all great things. Or not Persist, this isn't here for the versatility. But as far as like Unearth and Dash, Encore all kind of get abused with this ability, being able to kind of cheat the downside. Go into a playtest. Boots out. Another mountain. Big manpower. That is solemn. Grab. A swamp. Sure. Next turn. Get a command to the battleground. this on our commander. Going down. Ooh. Favorite commanders. What my favorite dinosaur? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next turn. So see, like this guy right here is an effect that, like, we'll be able to activate it, steal a guy, and then when at the end of the turn, when this like reminder part comes back onto the stack, you can then just hit this and it'll end the turn and keep it.